Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Etho, and welcome back, guys, to our modded Minecraft series again. Check it out. Look at this. We got things going on here. Last episode, we started building a Botania base here, guys. I decided I wanted to make something big and fancy. So I started digging this big giant hole, and then at partway through, I was like, "Why am I digging this hole? I hate digging holes." But I kept at it because finish things you start. And then it took a very long time. I had to end the episode, but I kept digging afterwards. When it was all like done, I realized I didn't dig a circle. For some reason, this guide we had was an ellipse shape. So then I had to fill in the hole a little bit to make it a circle. And yeah, anyways, a little bit of a nightmare. I don't want to dig any more holes for a while, for sure. But yeah, we got our hole dug. Then I started setting up some of these runes. We only have like five and a half. I kind of ran out of materials. But I think they're looking pretty cool, right? I'm liking it a lot, actually, especially from a distance. It looks really cool from a distance. Yeah. So the idea was, if you guys missed it, we're trying to make some kind of runic automation system thing. Where is it here? Yeah, Runic altar. So there's 16 types of runes with this, right? There's water, there's earth, there's air, fire, spring. That's as far as I got so far, and then there's 11 more, which is a lot, actually. So we got them represented here with the colors and whatnot. I think it looks pretty good. I'm happy with it. I did want to actually rotate the ones in the corner here 30 degrees, like so that end would come out closer to us, and that end over there closer to us. I tried doing it manually. It really didn't look very good. So then I tried loading it into the latest version of MC Edit. It has a free rotation feature, but it just made it look like a jumbled mess. I think it's too high detailed to do any sort of rotation with it. So I think we'll just leave them like they are, flat. And I kind of bumped them forward a few blocks, so it kind of looks like they're curved inwards. But yeah, anyways, I thought what we would do here, guys, let's have some fun trying to set up the automation side of this instead of just doing the building. I have discovered the lenses, guys. These things are so cool. Botania has... Where is it? That wisp is going to attack me. I know it. Yeah, so there's lenses. You put these over the mana spreaders. And then it allows you to do all kinds of different things. Let's see. Like gravity lens makes it go in an arc, for example. I think. Bore, there's a bore lens, so it actually digs blocks. And there's one for lights. The one we're going to use, though, is the influence lens. This allows it to push items around. So this is perfect, because remember I said I wanted like a cannon or something? A lot of you guys suggested the item cannon from, I think, Open Blocks, which would work pretty good. But I think this is going to look pretty fancy if we use this instead. So you put down a pulse mana spreader. This reacts to redstone. You put the lens in front of it, and we'll see if we can get it to shoot all the way to the middle. That would be the dream. We might need a piece of dirt for the flower, just to give it some mana. Oh. Let's see. Yeah, let's just do some testing here to see if we can get this working like I want. So, is that linked up? That's linked up. Good. I'm going to give it a little bit of mana. So what we're trying to do here, let's say we want to craft the Rune of Water, for example. It takes 5 items, fishing rod, sugarcane, bone meal, mana steel, and mana powder. Those have to get delivered to a runic altar, which we're going to put right in the middle here. Did I make one? I did. Okay, good. Let's put that here. So we want to try shoot those items out of the rune of water here onto the altar in the middle, and then have it start automatically crafting it. And we're also trying to do this in combination with the eyes, the Ender Overseers. So I put one over there, put one over there. I don't know if that's where we're going to keep them, but just for testing, this will be good, I think. So you'll have to look at both of them. And then that's going to initiate the crafting. So maybe then the symbol would flash on and off. And I don't know if there's any way to make lightning, but it'd be cool if I could make a thunder effect and lights flashing, things exploding, you know, whatever fancy, crazy looking stuff we can make happen. uh, let's hook this up to the AND gates, just so we can do the testing with it initiated here. Alright, so the other eyes over here, AND gate in the middle. So now if we look at the eyes, it should make this thing shoot. And if we give it an item, or put items in front of it, it should push them. I don't know exactly how these work, so hopefully we can get it to happen here. Did I do it right? Oh yeah, look at this. Woohoo! Oh, it doesn't go very far though. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. This might be a little bit tricky actually. It does look pretty cool though. I like how it has the red beam. Yeah, so you see the item floating by there. It makes it to over here. Can we see how far that shoots if we... Oh, okay, so it's got like a red dot in the sky there. I think that's the range limit, right? Is there any way we could chain those together? I did bring one more lens with me. Ah. Yeah, so chaining them together doesn't work very good. I got like a connect the dots thing going on here. This is what happens. I'll get it going here. Okay, so we initiate the crafting and you see it shoots the item out. This one kind of carries it, but it sort of sinks on the way. I don't have a lens on this one, but I don't think it's gonna make it to the altar like I want. Oh, we just got an achievement. Look at that. So yeah, thankfully though, I just read we should really try this. You can actually combine two lenses together, which is what I really need. I wish I saw that earlier. So we're going to take our influence lens. We're going to make a new lens, a resistance lens, that allows it to shoot farther. So we can carry items farther. If I can find what I did with my lenses here. I'm up to 5 bags of holding here. It's a recipe for disaster. Found them. Yeah, my inventory is getting a little bit crazy. So you do mana lens. This turns it into a resistance lens. Okay, and then we take our resistance and influence. I think whatever one we put first is what determines the color. Yeah, okay. I will do that one. It looks fancier, right? Influence resistance. Okay, cool. And now if we put this on, it says it significantly increases the distance. So hopefully that is true. Just going to give it some more coal while we're doing our testing here. So if I bind this to the altar... the red dot's over there. That's not even twice as far, man. Oh, snap. Check it out, everybody. This is a little bit later now. I decided to take a while to make some progress on our Botania base. And I got the runes built all around us now, so there's 12 of them. We still need to add 4 more somewhere, but... And I really like it. I think it's looking pretty cool. And then I also worked on our system here. I'm just testing it with the aqua symbol so far, the aqua rune. I found I can make it all the way to the runic altar using 2 of these. I haven't figured out exactly how I'm going to power them and whatnot, but yeah, check it out. So if we look at one of the eyes, nothing happens, right? But we have to look at both of them to initiate the crafting. So let's look at both. And if we're lucky, this will all work out okay. You see I added some lights in the middle there. I don't know if I'm going to keep them white or what. But yeah, it shoots a bunch of the lasers. They land on the pressure plate, which activates the next one. Those get dropped on the runic altar here, and it's ready to craft. So now we have to blast it with mana. Okay, so I want to try something here. I set up the mana spreaders. These will give the altar the power it needs to finish the crafting. It says in the book here, attaching a comparator to it will emit a signal strength of 1 if the altar is accepting mana, which it's doing right now, and a signal strength of 2 if it's ready to craft the rune. So when it hits 2, we need to drop a living rock on top of the altar and also right-click it with a wand of the forest to finish the whole thing. So I thought what we're going to try to do here, Signal strength of 2, so 1, 2 for the redstone here. Then we'll use a repeater probably, and do what? I think... Let's see, how do we position this? I think I'll put a dispenser here. This will be full of the living rock, right? Because I think it'll shoot it up through the ground, and then the altar will accept it. Hopefully. And then also I brought an autonomous activator with us. Let's put that right on top of that if I can. Yeah, that worked. Okay, we'll turn it to signal strength high. So only when it receives redstone will it turn on, so it's not draining the power constantly. Let's put our thing in there. Right click, yeah. So that'll click on the altar. And I think that'll work. Okay, let's feed it some mana and see what happens here. If I set this up right. Okay, it's just about to go here. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? Come on. Ah. Darn it. Oh, it's because I have the sides open, obviously. Ah, snap. Okay. Wait a second. That was a fail. It's like I don't even know vanilla mechanics here. Yeah, this has to be all sealed up. Otherwise, the item's just going to shoot wherever it wants. I'm going to break this and replace it just to try it again. Oh, it's still shut out. Yeah, it's going to shoot over here, isn't it? We'd have to fill it up all the way. Not quite what I want to do, I don't think. Just for the sake of testing. See if it works now. Nope. Yeah, dispenser can't go there. It needs a better spot. Let's just throw this on to finish this, I guess. See if the wand works at least. Yeah, the wand worked. Alright guys, so I'm getting pretty excited here actually. Even though this is a very crude system at the moment, and I do want to change a lot of things, we might actually be able to automatically craft a rune of water now. We're going to try it out, but I think the theory of the system is solid anyway. So when after the runic altar here, it receives the ingredients from that thing, and then it's ready for mana, it's going to put out a redstone signal of 1, so up to here. That turns on this timer here that runs every 4 seconds, shoots out a piece of charcoal, which these endoflames then eat up. They munch it up, and then they produce mana, which goes to these mana spreaders and starts shooting the mana at the runic altar. Alright? I don't plan on using these in the long term, though. This is just a temporary setup. So far, the food flower is the best one I found. There might be better ones yet. I'm very new to Botania, though, like I said. Or maybe you can take mana from a mana pool and make a mana spreader, use that. I haven't figured out how to do that yet. So, yeah, maybe I'll come up with something that's actually good. But then, when the redstone signal gets to 2, when it receives all the mana and it's ready to finish the crafting process, like we saw before, we have the Wand of the Forest in here. It'll right-click the altar when it's ready to finish up here. But also, when it gets to a distance of 2 here, it will go send a signal to these 4 pulse mana spreaders we have around it. We only need to use one of them. I'm using 4 because it looks cooler. They're going to shoot a mana burst up to the mana detector here. When it receives it, it sends out a redstone signal to the dropper, which then shoots a living rock into the open crate, which then drops it on top of the altar. Then the wand right-clicks, and bam, we are done. We're not using just the dropper because they can shoot items off to the side a little bit. The open crate drops them straight down, so it's a little bit more reliable. And yeah, I think we can try it out here. I think we're all good. Even though these mana spreaders look diagonal, they actually take up a full collision box. So the items from our rune there should go over top of it, I hope. I'm going to sleep here real quick before we start this. Okay, I think we're ready here, guys, so let's do it. We'll initiate the crafting of the water rune by looking at the Ender Overseers here. Got to look at both of them. Lights turn on. Items should be on their way. Yeah, here they come. Second one got activated. Is it going to go over top? It went over top. Awesome. Onto the altar. Comparator turned on. Timer turned on. Endo flames are eating up the charcoal. The mana spreaders are shooting the altar. Oh, it's over a quarter done already. Sweet. Might not take too long. I'm tempted to use computer craft for this, guys. I might use computer craft so we can play this music when we start this, and maybe like change it to night and start summoning lightning bolts, and I don't know. I'm tempted to take it a little bit further than what we have, though. So it still seems a little bit plain, right? And I don't want to keep this floor all grass like it is. We should vary it up a little bit. Okay, here we go. It's just about done. Got the lightning bolts. They shot the pulse on top of it. Right-clicked with the wand, and bam, we have a rune of water. Piece of cake. So anyways, I'm going to keep working on this project off camera some more, guys. I'll try to make it cooler and show it to you again in the future. If you have ideas for it, let me know. But yeah, maybe I'll just show you this room real quick too, and then we'll go do something else here. In case you're wondering what's happening behind the scenes. AND gate like we saw before, and a repeater here. I'm just putting, oh, get rid of that. I'm just putting the items in droppers, so it shoots one out every time. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Might change that later. Like fishing rods, we can only put 9 in, so we need something bigger, for example. But yeah, it's a decent way of doing it too, though, I guess. Simple. Yeah, anyways, let's go do something else now. Okay, guys, so I thought maybe today we would try out something I've never seen or used before, but you guys have told me is amazing. The excavator. We're going to build the excavator today. It looks insane. Like, so cool. I don't know if it moves or how it works exactly. I'm going to learn by trial and error, probably. First thing it sounds like we got to do, though, is set up a core sample drill. And this might take a little bit of time. Oh yeah, you see it's spinning. So it's going to take a sample of the earth here and tell us if this is a good place to use the excavator or not, I believe. But yeah, let's look at the book while this runs. Can we see how far it's going? Oh, it's actually pretty quick. Okay. It says, excavator is one of the pinnacles of modern engineering. It is able to dig up minerals from veins inaccessible by normal mining. In return, however, the excavator is a complex structure which requires 4,096 RF per tick in order to operate. So I don't think I can do that, even with our newfound ender pearls. Even with those, that's going to be hard to maintain for very long. So we're mostly just trying this out, and if it's really good, I'll try to upgrade my power supplies. But yeah, it says the structure is comprised of 2 pieces, the engine shown on the first page. Yeah, this thing, and then the wheel goes inside it. Let's see, yada yada yada. As the excavator digs up ores, the yield of the vein slowly decreases, but a vein of minerals can last for 144 days of consecutive digging. So that sounds really unique, very odd, right? I want to try this thing out and just see what it's like. Okay. Oh, no minerals found. Okay, let's move up a little bit further. I made sure to go to new terrain here because I added immersive engineering later in my world here. So I'm not sure if the area matters. I guess we'll do another sample. Or I'll go until I find a sample, I guess, and then we'll do some digging. Aha! So we just found galena here, apparently. 100% integrity. There's a page for mineral deposits, and this tells you about the core sample drill. It also tells you what the ores mean. So there's bauxite, there's cassiterite, is tin. Coal, you have mostly coal, but there's also a chance of getting diamond and emerald in it. Copper, same kind of deal. For galena, it's lead, silver, and sulfur. So that's good because I actually need silver right now. I'm low on it, and I think I need lead. Sulfur is just good to have because you make gunpowder out of it. So yeah, let's set up here. I think. I don't know if I have to build this below ground or I'm gonna build it above ground and just see what happens. All right. So this thing is pretty expensive, actually. It tells you here what it requires. So it's 12 blocks of steel, 9 light engineering blocks, 13 heavy, and then a bunch of steel scaffolding. The wheel takes 9 blocks of steel, so you're looking at lots and lots of steel here, like 21 blocks at least, plus the scaffolding takes a ton. Lots and lots of steel, basically, to build this machine. But I have it. I've been making steel for a while now. Okay, I think that's it there. I put the wheel right in the middle of this, and that looks like the holder for it, right? So we'll try it out. Let's see what this does. You gotta probably tap it with your hammer now. I don't know where. Oh, in the back there. Okay, cool. Diggy hole. That's awesome. I made sure to build it in the same chunk we found the galena sample, by the way, because I think it's chunk based. So if I built it halfway between the two, I don't know what would happen. I'll have to experiment more with that. Now, what do we do? Okay, this looks like where the items might come out. This looks like redstone control there. So I think you need a lever for that. Oh, and that's basically just a fancy lever there. Power. I think this is power, or this might be power. You know, it probably tells me in the book. But you would think I would read it? Nah. Okay. I'm gonna think it's these. I'm going to be wrong then. Oh no, it's going! It's going! Okay, it was off. Oh my goodness, that is awesome. It actually shows like grass in the bucket. And it does dig! Okay, I wasn't sure if it was gonna dig or not. Is it deadly? Doesn't look like it's gonna kill me. Kids, don't do this at home. This is how most machine accidents happen when you fall right here. This is the bad spot right here. That's pretty sweet. Oh! Oh, hey, it's got some... That looks like the metal. Oh, yeah, it's shooting it out the back. Oh, sweet. Lead ore. Sulfur. It has its own ore types. That's really interesting. And how's the power drain? Oh, wait. No, that's not the... That's not the right one. Yeah, this thing's probably draining pretty quick. Oh, you know, that's not terrible. That's really not terrible. Like 4,000 seems like a lot, but the digital miner, for example, I think I use about that too. This doesn't produce items as quickly, but it's something different. It's unique. Yeah, so if I'm not mistaken, this thing is actually creating the ores. It's not actually mining them out of the ground, right? Because I've never had these ores in my world anywhere. So it's chunk-based, kind of like panning for gold in Terra Firma Craft. You can do it for a certain amount, but after you get like 10 nuggets or whatever, it won't let you pan for gold in that chunk anymore. So I think this is doing something similar to that mechanic, which is cool, especially for like skyblock maps. You can actually mine ores that way. Aha. So we're getting our silver, we got our sulfur, and our lead. Very cool. I did another core sample here. Yeah, so the integrity goes down, and then you're probably less likely to get ores. Maybe it gives you stone or something as garbage. I'm not sure. Or maybe it just becomes more infrequent. But yeah, you could just drop them right into a crusher and process them on the spot. Pretty cool. Well, anyways, guys, we're going to wrap up the episode here for today. The comment I picked out says, instead of using 2 Ender Overseers, you could use 1 that has to be looked at for a certain amount of time. Some pretty simple redstone, especially with Project Red, would make it so that crafting wouldn't trigger unless you looked at it for however long you decided, at which point it starts. Still difficult to activate by accident, but it'd be easier to use than having to sweep your mouse over 2 separate points. You know what? I think I am actually going to do that. That's a good idea, because I'm finding it a little bit tricky to do the whole sweeping mouse thing. Sometimes I sweep too far and I skip the second eye. I like that. I think I'll actually change it to that. So thanks for that suggestion. And it is relatively easy to do too. All right. So hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Thank you for watching as always, and have yourselves a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.